It's the California Healthcare Interpreting Association, and we're a great group of folks who are comprised of interpreters, working interpreters, folks who are involved in interpreter training, managers of programs, who are also administrators and advocates who support language services throughout the healthcare system.
It's just people who are in the profession, and it is an organization that supports the efforts of interpreters to just become more professional.
Hi, my name is Beverly Truman. I have been a member since 1997, sometimes on the board and sometimes not. I was CHIA's second president from 2001 to 2005, which means I had the opportunity to work closely with the Standards Committee. The part that was not so fun was when our first large grant was ending and our staff and board together decided to close our CHIA office in Santa Barbara. We were fortunate, however, that good advice led us to Tom Riley and Don Shinsky and a more cost-effective management structure.
I was present at CHIA's birth, although, as is often the case in childbirth, I've forgotten all the details. I do remember getting together back in the 1990s with a group of healthcare interpreters from Stanford Medical Center, Children's Hospital in Oakland, and San Francisco City College to found what you might call CHIA's mother, the Association of Medical Interpreters and Translators, known as AMITA. I've mostly been a cheerleader on the sidelines as CHIA developed into a full-fledged professional association, and I'll continue to cheer you on as you continue to develop in the future.
And in about 1996, I became the Director of Cultural Competence for Kaiser Permanente, California. And one of my first things that I noticed was the terrific need for interpretation services. I started calling around at all the hospitals and health centers in the area to find out what other people were doing. And they were doing mainly volunteer type thing, and they were pretty ad hoc. But I found two places, the UC Irvine and Cedars-Sinai, that had organized healthcare interpreters. We talked about starting an organized organization. We knew that there was one starting in Massachusetts. And so we got in touch with them, and basically that's how CHIA was born. And I had been negotiating with J. Lee Wong at the New California Endowment. It just started. We first started, my secretary designed the logo for CHIA, and luckily it was a good design, so we're still using it.
Hola, my name is Carola E. In forming CHIA, we were following the example of the Massachusetts Medical Interpreters Association, except we regarded the size of California as one of our biggest challenges. We drafted a mission statement and bylaws in 1997, we formed Northern and Southern California Executive Boards in 1998 to help us work locally. After we incorporated and got our 501c3 status in May 1998, we elected statewide officers. Linda Hafner was CHIA's first president. I served as CHIA's first vice president. Soon after that, and thanks to Jean Gilbert, who was in touch with a grant officer, J. Lee Wong, at the New California Endowment, CHIA was awarded a grant of $300,000 at the end of 1999. By September, we had hired Agger Gupta as CHIA's first executive director.
Hi, my name is Ann Chun. Back in 2001, CHIA Standards and Certification Committee was formed, and Elizabeth Nguyen and I co-chaired the committee. The California Endowment provided seed money which allowed statewide committee members to meet over a year and a half, and we were able to convene 6 focus groups of interpreters whose voice was critical in the development of the standards.
Hello, my name is Tatiana Vizcaíno Stewart. In 2003, Marilyn and I worked with CHIA, the National Council on Interpreting in Healthcare, and what was then the Massachusetts Medical Interpreting Association, to pilot an interpreter skills test developed in Massachusetts. We worked closely with Maria Paz Avery of MMIA and Cindy Rode of the National Council.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Nguyen. I think I have a karmic link with CHIA. In 2001, I was elected co-chair of CHIA Standard and Certification Committee. Together with Ann Chun, I co-led the creation of the California Standards for Healthcare Interpreters. In 2008, I became president of CHIA and participated in a national coalition to establish certification for healthcare interpreters. I am proud to be part of CHIA's history and the national movement to advance the profession of healthcare interpreters. CHIA.
Yes, it's true. We have annual educational conference every year, and I look at this conference, frankly, as a crown jewel of what we do, because it allows us to provide continuous education to interpreters and healthcare providers, and allows us to get people together in network and talk. I think sometimes the best education happens not in workshops, but in our hallways. People make amazing connections. I know of many projects that came out exactly out of this, out of those sort of hallway conversations between people.
A very important year for CHIA. We are going to be working on regional trainings, and we have already set up a calendar, a schedule of trainings. So we're going to be doing regional trainings in the different regions of California. We're going to be particularly training on the CHIA standards as well as palliative care.
In addition to a successful annual conference, we look forward to providing more training opportunities to our members, more regional trainings and webinars, and on finding more ways to support our members and to advance the profession.
My experience with CHIA was a full immersion one from the very get-go. I attended my first conference in 2004 here in San Diego, and there was a call to open a San Diego chapter, and I volunteered as one of the co-chairs. Eventually, a few weeks later, I did join the board, and then in a blink of an eye, it was 2010, and I found myself as the board president. It's been a really fun journey, educational. CHIA has been a family to me, a place to go to for a lot of guidance. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to building more memories. So congratulations on your anniversary, CHIA, and keep up the great work.
Hey, I'm Katharine Allen, and I'm a past CHIA president. I get to wrap this up by asking, why celebrate CHIA? Well, for me, I celebrate CHIA personally because it literally gave me a career. It taught me to be a professional interpreter. It taught me how to train professional interpreters, and it gave me an incredible network of people with whom I still get to work today. And I think that's probably true for many of the members who come to trainings and launch their career and work throughout the state and country. But really, we should be celebrating CHIA because of what it does. CHIA brings language access to those who don't have it. So here's to 20 years of improving access for patients and families so they can navigate their own health care, and here's to 20 more.